Warning. This content is made for a mature audience only, and the contents of this podcast do not constitute as medical or professional advice, so be advised and take it with a grain of salt. These are just my opinions and thoughts and ideas and creative outlets. Okay, hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of Everything Over Time, the podcast. I'm here with my first guest. We just came back from a date night, and my wife, Kaylee, right here, was like, yo, let me be your first guest. So I was like, fuck it, let's go home and record and gonna continue on the date. But while we were on our date at the restaurant, I had a thought while I was taking a piss. You ever ate at a restaurant and noticed that there's an employee taking a shit in the stall and you want to wait around to see if they properly wash their hands? Yeah, me neither.
No, I asked, did they?
Did they? No. I don't know. Actually, I didn't want to fucking wait around. Because we had already paid.
We did.
We had already paid and it was time to go. But this is my beautiful wife, stunning MILF of a wife.
Oh my god, stop.
Kaylee. Say hello.
Hi.
So, I was telling her, I was like, I have some questions I need to ask my guests, but since I'm just like on a MacBook, she can kind of see the questions, so I'm going to ask if she willfully like looks away so I can ask her these questions, and it's not going to be crazy. Like I said in the last podcast about like my old podcast, I used to do an in-depth interview, but it's just a little silly thing I want to get going for every guest that's on here. Are you ready?
I think so.
It's not going to be like the hot ones. I'm not going to ask you to fucking like mainline Tabasco sauce and shit, but all right, so number 1, what have you been watching lately?
So, I restarted Grey's Anatomy. I've probably seen the episodes twice through at this point. It's emotional torture, and I like it, so I've been watching Grey's Anatomy. I'm in season 2 now.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. Grey's Anatomy's fucked up. Something always fucked up happens every other episode, really.
It's like every second.
What have you been listening to, music-wise, or anything?
Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Ryan Adams. He does live streams on Instagram, like, every night for the past 3 weeks, and it's nice to just kind of lay in bed and listen to the live streams, and it's good. It's therapeutic. So, Ryan Adams.
Cool. Mm-hmm. What have you been reading?
Does TikTok count as reading?
I would say comment threads could definitely count.
Because I definitely go in the comments, and that is about the extent as to what I'm reading.
Of the reading?
These days, yeah.
Excellent. Did you play the Pokemon game for Nintendo Game Boy?
No.
Oh. When I typed this question out, I was like, what if they've never played? Which would almost be blasphemous, but we'll get past it.
I've never played.
We'll get past it. I'll bring it up in our couples counseling.
Okay. What is it? I don't know. Is it the DS? Is it the Game Color ones?
Yeah, it's the Game Boy Color ones. It's Game Boy and Game Boy Color. It was like Pokemon Red or Blue.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. And it has the little cards, and that was the game.
Yeah,
like,
did you play that game?
No, I didn't play it, but I know what it is.
So you know what it is. So in the beginning of the show, in the beginning of the game, you had a choice: Charmander, Bulbasaur, or
Pikachu.
No, Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle.
Okay.
Fire, grass, or water. What would you start off with?
Fire, grass, or water.
So Charmander, I have the pop figure. You
Definitely
know what Bulbasaur looks like.
Water.
So
Squirtle. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. That would have served you well with the first gym boss, who was Rock type.
Okay.
And a lot of people start off with Squirtle in the beginning because you can just easily take out the first like part of the game.
That was what I was thinking.
But you're fucked like for the rest of the game.
Oh, Squirtle didn't pull through.
I digress on that. What's your favorite conspiracy theory, if you have one? She's not really into conspiracy theories, I don't think. I mean, I'm not really either.
George Bush.
I mean, if it's your favorite.
I hate to say this, but I love George Bush as a president. No, ma'am. But
as a guy that I could have a beer with, I could
character. Like
I would just I think I'd pay money to have him come speak at an event.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'd pay some money just to hear that boy
This
spit
got weird
for a little
from
bit.
conspiracy theory. Look,
Nah, I fucking for sure think he did that shit. I know where you're going.
you know where I was going with it. Okay.
I know where you're going for sure. I think that's confirmed.
No,
at this
but like
point.
I can't even say that for real. Like, no, it's not. Don't say that.
Okay.
No, I don't do that type of thing. I just
Right.
trust. Maybe I'm too trusting.
So the Bush
of
did
my
9/11.
leaders. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
Whatever.
I've seen some pretty fucked up videos on that shit, but if you ever heard of the song "Broken Lungs" by Thrice, you gotta listen to it if you're into that conspiracy theory.
Okay.
What's your favorite true crime documentary? If you're into it, which you definitely are because we watch them together.
Like, I like them, but I don't know that I have a favorite. Look,
What's that?
John Benet Ramsey is insane. Like,
That one about that?
yeah. Like,
I can't remember the name of it.
I don't know if that's considered.
There's one that they
I mean,
just
it is
put out,
true
right?
crime.
That they put out about it.
I'm not sure because I don't follow. So the thing about me is, it's like, this is weird.
You
but
watch
it's
it
negative
passively,
energy.
like if we okay.
Right, like yeah, like I'll watch it because it's
For sure.
entertaining. But as far as a favorite,
I think my Ms. Vella, my paraprofessional, explained to me the John Benet Ramsey because she watches a lot of Dateline.
yes,
And they have like those like real crime like investigations that they
Yeah.
do. And she like broke it down for me, and I was just sitting there like, because I was telling her about like the Night Watcher, Night Stalker, and shit that we were watching, and it was just insane.
it's crazy.
But yeah, that's cool.
It's curious.
Yeah,
So,
John Benet Ramsey, cool.
for sure. Who did it?
Who knows? Oh shit, yeah, that's what she was saying. It was like all this crazy evidence that like pointed to the parents. It was like really crazy.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so anyways, we get out of dinner and we're sitting in the car and we see this couple where this lady is 1/3 the size of her husband. And she's probably an average height of like 5'3". Dude was gargantuan.
4'11".
Dude was gargantuan. And what you say, like, how does that work? I said, he probably breaks her ass.
Bro, it's something. It's something.
Bro,
like
he
it's
probably fucking splits. He probably like suffocates her, dude. He could literally put her in probably one of his sweatshirt pockets.
Dude,
He was
straight
that
up.
big.
Yeah. No, you're not.
If he
lying.
wore Jenko jeans, it could be one of the side pockets. Dude,
Oh my god,
Dude,
you
he
won't
was-
wear
he
a
was
pair of
that
Janko
big.
jeans.
if I could find a pair,
I'll find you some.
I gotta get some
could
ones
get
that
you some.
I gotta get ones that cover my shoe though.
Absolutely.
They gotta cover the
yeah, they
shoe.
cover the shoe and yeah. Yeah, it was a good time after dinner. You know what's fun is people watching, just
People watching is
sitting
definitely one of my
back
fucking
and
favorite things.
looking.
I put Kaylee up onto the people watching game that's like next level where you actually look inside people's windows when they're driving. So like when you're driving, when you get a chance, if you're, in a safe place, like stopped at a red light and someone like turns, like just look at the person turning and like look at them and just really like look at what they're doing. They could be
insane.
screaming their head off. They could be like coughing or sneezing. Like I've seen the craziest shit. And that's like great. Or if you're at like a really like a 4-way stop with a stop sign, you're like really close to each other. Shit's funny as balls too.
Oh my god.
You see some crazy stuff.
It really is.
But yeah, man. But well, we're glad to have you. I'm glad to have you on the show. It's funny. We've been talking about doing a
It's
podcast
fun.
for a long time. So this is really fun. I have to bring up these. I don't have any notes here because it's a spur of the moment. I didn't build any notes.
It's last minute. It's a spontaneous decision.
What the fuck were we talking about outside? That was like super fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
Spirit guides.
No, not spirit guides. That's off limits. Now, the fucking your church camp story.
I don't want to be exposed to that right now. Like, why would you? No, I refuse.
More or less. Okay. I can beat around the bush on this one, I think. All right, so there's a podcast that had the guy who's responsible for Rick and Morty's voice, and he called the prayer line for Joel Osteen, and it was like, I'm about to make an $84,000 donation. And the lady started going, Ricky Poppy, tati, 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 tati. And he started making fun of her and stuff. She started, quote unquote, speaking in tongues. And Kaylee's like church camp thing, she was talking about how people were talking in tongues. The shit was fucking hilarious.
I thought I had, had an experience.
Ricky Poppy,
I was 7. I was 7 years old. Turns out it probably wasn't the experience that I thought it was, and more of peer pressure. So that's fun.
It just was funny because I was telling her that I didn't go to like church camps. I just was like at soccer camps. But being raised in the Catholic Church, what? That turned you on or something? That slow insertion. So
Can you show them? Oh my god.
it's on camera. Anyways, being raised in the Catholic Church, I was in Sunday school until like age 13. So I was in like a long, slow death.
Yeah. That's what I've been
Instead
saying.
of like, I swear to God, I tell Kaylee this story all the time. Sister Carol was our fucking, it's our fucking,
Carol,
our
no.
fucking nun, right? And me and my friends, since we were older, we were fucking, when we hit like 12, 13, that's when we started our skater days, right? So we were like, man, fuck this shit at this point. And we were doing a display for the younger kids in CCD, Sunday school. And it was about the rosary, and they put a string of yarn with all of us there with an Easter egg signifying one of the beads of the rosary. And if you like yanked it in a certain direction, the person next to you, egg would go and fall on the floor. And they'd have to pick it up and pop it right back on. And like, you know, in the middle of this whole like presentation, you had to like say some shit. Like, the rosary, da 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 da. And then the next kid would say their line. And the next kid would say their line. And we kept popping Glenn. We picked on our one friend. Kept popping his shit off. And like when it was his turn to talk, we like popped his shit off. And it was like so funny. And I swear to God, the God that Sister Carol swore to uphold, her eyes turned black. And was like, if you don't fucking stop doing that. And I was like, I swear to God, the air
Who
was
needed
taken
your
out of my
spirit
lungs.
guys to guide you?
I needed to say that. I needed to say the fucking rosary after that. Thank God they were practicing.
Seriously.
But it was, yeah. So I'm sure other people have very interesting Sunday school Roman Catholic. Is it Roman Catholic?
Taking it way back.
Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's built off.
I don't know. Shit's fucking funny though. Like, I'm sure other people have like crazy ass stories, that are like that. I mean, we were just talking about. I talked the last episode. I'll probably talk about it a lot. The Bo Burnham's Inside. He has this one song, Problematic, and my brother Josh was like, "That's like my favorite song." And like the first line is like. One of the first verses is talking about how he used to go to church in a suit and a tie every Sunday, but spend his free time watching Family Guy, and that was literally like our childhood. Mm-hmm. We used to watch the craziest shit that we probably shouldn't have been watching, and would just like go to church on Sunday like it was all squares and like for appearances and shit. You know, just like silly, very silly.
I'm just reading this thing by Dr. Jones right now.
Oh, the little note by
Yeah.
Dr. Jones. I'll have to show y'all. It's great. That's why I framed it, man.
That's so awesome.
It's
There's
right
nothing
here.
like good friends.
It's right here in my face, man. You know.
It is. Positivity.
Yep. What was I gonna say? What'd you order for dinner?
For dinner, we went out to Saltgrass because we were wanting a steak. So I got. You always start with wine. Like, got a glass of wine, maybe 2 or 3. And then I got a steak, well done, no pink, with grilled shrimp.
I got the same thing.
And you got the same thing?
Got the same thing. When I was looking at the menu, I was like, man, I want this New York strip, but I would love some grilled shrimp. And then I'm like talking in my own head, and she's ordering. And I'm like, I hear like steak and shrimp, and I'm like, wait, what did you just order? And she like broke it down, and I was like, yeah, give me the same thing.
Give me that.
Give me that. Whatever she got, give me that.
That was good. It was good. The server was good. It was a good experience.
It was a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Houston Dynamo were playing.
Mm-hmm.
MLS soccer sucks at times.
All the time.
I can't stand it at times. It's very interesting to watch. I struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I struggle. So are you? Oh no, shit! I said every episode I'm gonna try and wear someone's merch, but I'm not wearing it right now. I saw your Sailor Moon shirt. That's Target merch.
Target sponsor me.
So I talked about last time how we're always at fucking Target, and we get made fun of all the time because we're at Target.
Family.
Like we live at Target. We could be sponsored by Target probably.
Yeah.
Funny story, like Target was the one who sponsored my school to like build their playground, and I was like, that's probably because all the fucking money I spent there.
They see your name.
They saw
and
me.
like,
they were like, oh my god, they're fucking this guy. Like we went to Target in Pasadena so many times that the guy at Starbucks knew our order.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He did.
He fucking knew us.
He's like, oh, not a vanilla
Not
sweet
right.
cream cold brew today?
You would change it, and he'd be like,
no.
oh, you're changing it up. And
Yeah.
like he would always be like, you know, black coffee, you know. And
He'd
it's
be
just-
so shocked. Like,
Yeah, dude, it was.
what's
it's
wrong with
so
you? You're not
funny,
getting
man.
your huge. No, Jim, I'm gonna change it today
Dude,
if you
it
don't
was-
mind.
So funny. I forget where I was going with that Target. Oh yeah, so that's Target merch.
Mm-hmm.
This is a shirt my mommy bought me,
Mm-hmm.
and Kaylee likes it, so I wear it.
You do. It looks really
Even
good.
though I don't like horizontal stripes because I'm a stocky individual and it makes me look more stocky. But
That is one way to look at it.
I do it for you.
You do it.
If
for
you don't
me.
think so, then I guess it's okay by
I don't
me.
think so. Happy.
Yeah, it's a good note by Jones, huh? I made a little good display.
Yeah, it is.
I should fucking show it.
Yeah.
I should fucking show it. I don't know why I picked Zavala's face. So, this is... Dr. Jones is a good friend. Family, if you want to say that. I consider him a brother. But he is a really good artist. He does a lot of, like, punk rock, like Americana style stuff. This is a piece from that video game I was saying about last episode, the Destiny video game. If you're familiar, you know that's a ghost right there. And he made this cool art. He had the t-shirt. Actually, I wasn't wearing that. That was on a TikTok that he commented on. But he sent me this loving note talking about, you know, like, stay cool, playboy, you know what I mean? And this is one of the patches, not patches, the fucking pins right here that he, like, puts out from time to time. He makes, like, really cool stuff, and he's a cool guy. He has a lot of in his shop, he puts out a lot of good stuff. Like, it's really cool looking and unique. And his shirt, I remember when he made the shirt, he like wanted to take it to Guardian Con, that convention. I think I talked about it in the episode. I'm not really sure. But we went to this gaming convention. They fucking sold out, like, right?
Mm-hmm.
First day, they sold out of it. It was so fucking popular. And, but that's like the kind of stuff he does. He does like really unique stuff. He made some other stuff that looks like the Ramones, like kind of symbol. Mm-hmm. But he made it with like that video game flair on there. It was really cool. He made a shirt for, I want to say he made a shirt for Dan, too. I can't remember.
Like an emote, I think.
No. He made a, I can't remember.
I think it is a shirt. Yeah. Cool guy. Cool fan.
Guy. Love you, Dr. Jones. You're the man. But yeah. So,
that's about it.
what's a, and I didn't figure I'd be interviewing you a lot more than this. Like I said, unscripted episode. This is probably should be like a untitled episode. But
you know me so well.
Right. So
you ask.
What's something funny your children have said recently?
Okay. Hunter, our 3-year-old, was chasing Mason around the other day. I was home alone. You were somewhere, I think. Maybe taking a shower. So he's chasing him around. They're having fun. They're having a great time. They're laughing. They're chasing balloons. And all of a sudden, he's like, motherfucker, come back here, you motherfucker. And I was like, wait, what? So I call him over. We're into gentle parenting. So I call him over and I'm trying not to, I'm going to be real with you, I'm trying not to laugh. Like, it is the most hilarious thing that I have heard. And I'm like, hey, what did you say? And he's like, Mason's being a motherfucker. He's running from me. And I was like, okay. So that's not a word that we use, you know, something around about there. And we talked it through, whatever. A couple days later, he comes to me on a whim and says, Mason's being an asshole. And it was at that moment that I knew that I fucked up.
That you know that they listen to your conversations.
Everything that you say, including all the bad words. So, trying not to laugh because it really was funny. But
I didn't tell you about this, but when we were getting the haircuts, Peaches came on.
Yeah.
And he's like, I get my peaches from Georgia. Oh, yeah, shit. And he's like, something, yeah, that's my bitch or whatever. And he said bitch. And I go, whoa, bud, you don't say that. And he goes, I didn't say fuck. Like, in a barbershop. I didn't say fuck. I'm like, no, the other word. He's like, I just said bitch. I'm like, please, just stop talking. Yeah.
It's good times.
That
is amazing.
Oh my God.
Hey, he's vibing.
I'm like, damn it.
He's straight up vibing to
like, great.
Peaches.
That's great.
We should probably watch our mouths. But that is the funniest thing that has happened to me lately is my 3-year-old using the words that he hears from my mouth back at me.
Or in songs. Oh, I mean, that I think I told someone about it. I maybe told Josh about it, and he was saying that it's the context. He had it in context. Mm-hmm. Both times, and you're just like, he's listening.
It's not like he's saying the word randomly. It's like he knows how to use it. So
for sure, it's kind of scary. The hell is this? The hell is this cord? Oh, that's the
bomb.
That's for the keyboard. Okay. I should know what that cord is. What's this cord?
Your office, my man.
Is this thing on?
Hilarious.
Shit. What was I gonna say? Oh my God.
It's been fun. This has been fun. Sitting here and kind of being a little bit formal with you.
A little bit formal?
I mean, like, this is kind of formal. Like, we have a mic and a
Yeah,
video.
it is kind of formal. It feels like we're at like a PD or something.
No. There's nothing worse than a PD.
We're giving a PD.
We're giving you the professional development you need.
You can get 3 hours for this. This is a refresher.
This is a refresher course on shit.
Damn it! I had a question. Fuck.
Yo, what?
Damn it.
Why do you look like you have puppy ears in that soccer picture? Like, you have your beanie on.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
And then it looks like you just have, like, 2 big, like fluffy brown dog ears hanging out.
I would show them. I said it last podcast. I was talking about that photo, actually. You actually brought me back to my point. Thank you. This is the picture that I was saying with the team. And I was telling them how, like, we started off strong.
No, we didn't.
With, like, 12. We lost every game, okay? But we started off strong in attendance. And then by the end, we just didn't have enough players to play at times. And we were
had like 4.
We were like playing under. And the other team was like, well, we'll just only play 4. I'm like, just put all your kids on the field. I don't give a fuck. We're going to lose anyways.
That was fun. Yeah, that was
And then I said about the dude who was like real serious about soccer, like stop bringing his kid out, period. Way before everyone stopped coming. He just stopped bringing his kid out, period, because he was like embarrassing him or something. It was like really crazy.
Yeah, he wasn't having that.
People take that youth sports shit like real serious. Like if you're that serious, I feel like you should just put your kid in like an advanced club or something like for that age. like some kind of academy, because like you can't just put your kid in rec and be like, you gotta do better.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't fucking at like 3 years old, right? It's not that serious, man. Like kids are just, and I was saying in the last podcast, like kids are just learning how to like respond to the fucking whistle.
Right.
And like kick a ball and just be in a rectangle without running out of bounds.
Right. Learning how to be
run
on a
in
team.
a direction, right? Like they're just like it's so not what they're expecting, and it's like insane. And I was talking about how he wants to do t-ball, and I'm gonna be bored out of my fucking mind. Mm-hmm. And he's gonna be bored out of his fucking mind. I just know it.
I think you're right.
I just know it. But I want to let him try what he wants to try, like even if it's not my like favorite sport. Because maybe he does like it. Maybe because of his fucking like little brain that he's got, he can like figure out the angles and shit. We brush our teeth to the Blippi toothbrush song. So parents, shout out to Blippi, right? And he gives me a high five on beat at the end when they do the pow at the end. Mm-hmm. He goes pow and gives me a high five. For it. He definitely waits for it. And he jumps too. I'm like, dude, you're on beat every time.
He's a cool kid.
He's definitely a cool kid with a potty mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I just hope he doesn't like pull that crap at school. It's gonna be like, well, it all started at quarantine.
Yeah, for real, it did. I mean, yeah.
It all started in quarantine.
Yeah.
And then our house broke.
And then our lives broke.
Then our lives just broke.
We're broke.
I mean, we're just broken people. Can I get half price?
Dude, that's...
You're making us broke. You're breaking us even more.
That's so funny.
Stupid. Oh, man.
All right.
Are you calling it? You tired?
It is 1 a.m. and this mother is...
Mother effing tired?
This mother trucker is mother effing tired, motherfucker.
All right, one final story. Tell him about the child trafficking shit. Tell him about that. Tell him about that, and we'll finish on that.
Okay, so look, there are two things that I want to talk about on this podcast, and I'm going to commandeer from time to time, or be a guest on from time to time. One is spirit guides. Let me talk about spirit guides.
Spirit guides. It's off limits right now.
Second one is the trafficking trafficking incident that I was a part of when we went to vacation in Padre.
Not a part of, like, she was involved in the child trafficking or the trafficking.
Obviously.
Like, she was being preyed on.
Obviously.
She was being preyed on.
Yes. A part of as...
Just to clarify. Just in
case I looked like a child trafficker to you.
No.
Not it. Yeah, and I don't have the energy for either tonight, so...
Oh, come on. Tell the story.
We'll save it for the next time I come on a couple of episodes later. That'll be the thing that I open with, but I cannot.
It just doesn't have the brain for it right now.
It must... No. I need all of the energy. Perhaps my spirit guides will help me tell it next time.
Oh, my gosh. I hear an ultimatum.
Kinda.
Why do I hear ultimatum? Let me talk about my guides, and I'll tell you the story.
Kinda.
No.
Kinda. Yeah, but that's definitely a time for another show because...
It was definitely wild.
Because, wow.
I just moved the mic, and it was like a huge sound spike. All right, guys. Well, this was a short and sweet one because I have my sweetie right here. But thank you for coming out. Thank you for being a part of the show.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being you.
Thank you for staying classy.
San Diego.
And,
Yeah.
Until we talk again, right?
Yeah.
I'll
see you in like 5 minutes.
45 seconds.
Yeah, because I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
All right. Well, thank you guys. We'll catch you next time. Oh, I forgot to say, if you're watching on YouTube, you can like the things and share the things and subscribe to the things. That helps. And thank you for any time you guys spend on this. And I hope you guys enjoyed and laughed and enjoyed it as much as we did. Okay?
Definitely.
We'll catch you next time.